Hey guys, this is Carry Out Rainbow, and tonight I'm gonna show what I made, and it's for my mom. It's a plaque, and it's really easy to make. You get a piece of wood, cut it down by like 20 to 24, 12 by 24, 12 are the short sides of the 24 is the long sides. And then after that, you use a sander on all sides. But after that, what you get sand down. But what you see here, this is after what you cut it. So, but before you cut it, it's a big piece of wood. Oh. And then after you use I'm just gonna guess, but I'm not quite sure, but grind down the not like the edges on all sides to create this like plaque look. And I'm guessing it's called the table rounder or something like that. And then you use sandpaper, basically like instead of a machine doing it, you're doing it by hand. And then you get a paper towel and if you have like cans of wood finish, like wood polishing, either light or dark, if you have both, you can combine it to make like this kind of a nice plaque. But you need to dry. But if you want to add like more layers, so it's gonna take you a while if you want to. But watch when it's all dry. If you're doing one, then it's gonna be overnight. If you want to do a couple more, like 3 or 4, that's fine. But before you do that, you have a special drill bit to put this hole here, but this comes later. When you see this right here, that's where the hole is. It's just a tad bit big, but not too big, but it makes it perfect though. You could do you use the wood polish in here, but not this piece. But when we drill the hole, it has to be like at like 45-degree angle. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So about see about that angle. And again, what I said earlier, a few minutes ago, use the cans of wood polish though, but you gotta make sure that you have a safe area in it for it. Okay, now, if you do have a laser engraver, that's great. If you don't, then you can go get one. I'm just guessing. But you have a special app on the computer where you can send it to the laser engraver, and you can do anything in this space. Now it takes a few minutes, though, and this plaque goes with a pen. And I done mine, and it's for my mom for Christmas, and it has that Seahawks logo, and it has a goal 12 Seahawks. To make it pop. And after that, then I don't know exactly what this is called, but I'm just gonna call it like a pen holder. And the plaque will not take you as long as the pen. Cutting it, sanding it at least twice will take about a day. So at least 3 or 4 days we want to do. And also, it will take you it'll take about a minute or two to drill this hole. So I think it will take probably about 1 or 2 weeks to do one plaque. But doing a pin, I think it'll just depending, though, on your work schedule. If you have like at least few like days off, and you can, but this is the plaque. And currently, I'm doing 2 things at once at school. So in art class, instead of like there's 2 art classes. There's the art where you draw and paint and things like that, and there's one that you use clay. So currently in my second period, we're making ugly dolls, and in my third period, where we do woodworking, and we're currently doing a cutting board, and basically for people who like does or does not know what a cutting board is. It's basically you cut food on, like chop it with a knife, basically. Yeah. And got other things on it. And I see my grandpa cut lots of times meat on it, on the cutting boards. And I know they have 2. If there's 3, I don't know about that, but I know like there's 2. And on Monday or Tuesday, I cut the wood into pieces, like 3 pieces of wood. Oak, mahogany, I think it was called. With a table saw. And then today I grew them by one piece. There's not one which I'm not gonna use. So pretty much it's done. And on Monday in art, I'm going to try some see how far I can get. The same, and then on the wood shop, I need to scrape the glue and use a tool though. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically you just grind the wood on all sides to make sure, like, to make it flat, and then you put it through the automated, it's like a machine sander. And there's 2 sanders in the wood shop. There's one that has a belt, the belt sander, which goes in. There's only one, and there's another one where it has a, like the one that I was just talking about, has a wide belt, which is a big sander, and there's a little sander machine where it has a round sander head, and just like the giant belt sander has it's just a belt, which is called a combination sander, which has a belt on top and this wheel size I just talked about just a minute ago, or a minute or 2 ago, yeah. And again, and also hand strips, hand and sandpaper though, and like in boxes. I think there's at least 4 sandpaper rolls, but they're thin strips. Like probably like the width of this finger right here. I don't know how many boxes there are of thin sandpaper, but there's 4 in each. And after the cutting board, I don't know. First, the project that we're going to be doing next. But I think we're checked out on all the machines. Well, it's in the shop. And that's it for tonight. See you probably tomorrow or the next day. And when my mom has a day off, I'm gonna bring my Xbox to play live to get Minecraft fixed. I mean, earlier video about that, like, at least, I think it was a month ago. And see you later. Bye.